Hello and welcome back. In this video, we are going to work on connecting your custom domain onto your website that you have, configured, change pictures, swap pictures, logo, and just say, for example, at this time by now, you probably have done, changing text on the top, on the projects section, and copy paste all of those customer testimonials that you receive either on Google reviews or somewhere else. Okay, just say by now you already did that. So in this portion, section number 6, we're gonna do a domain connection together. There are going to be 5 steps we're going to work on. Step 1, prepare domain for connection, which I'm going to talk a little bit about domain recommendation, domain provider recommendation, where you should get or purchase your domain, where you should not. And step 2, select domain connection method and complete setup process. And then verify domain's connection. And last but not least, we test it, see if it actually works. All right. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay. So step 1, we're going to talk about domain. Kind of prepare domain to connect. Let me go back. Prepare domain for connection. Before we do that, I like to talk a little bit about domain. Okay, so domain is where, some of you probably familiar with like .com, .ca, .org, .live, so many . So those are the domain. And so why would we have domain? The reason being that we want people to be able to access our website faster, and it's easier to remember. Okay, so there's a couple places where I would recommend you to go and buy your domain if you haven't already purchased one. There's only 2 places. Okay, let me go and search for Cloudflare. Okay, Cloudflare.com is the number 1 top recommendation that I would recommend you go ahead and purchase your domain. The reason being their price is very transparent. This company is very, very big. However, when they sell the domain, very transparent. They don't try to upcharge you the year after, a couple of years from now. They're very, very transparent. And as a website designer and developer, I love this company. A lot of developer out there would agree with me on this one as well. Okay, so this is for the, if you want to get one of the domain .com, .org, or if you are the dot domain, then you can go ahead and grab it from here. I will show you in a little bit how to do that. And the second one is IONOS. I don't know how to actually say this in full. However, if you like to get the domain like .ca, this is the place you should go and get your domain, because their pricing and because of the company, this company is very reliable. And so if you like to get .ca domain, if you wanted to make your brand a lot more like Canadian company, like kind of a brand or company, then go ahead and get it from here. Otherwise, I would just recommend you to just go ahead and get .com instead, because it's worldwide. It's basically a commercial for company. So in general, so okay, so these are the only 2 places I would recommend you go ahead and get purchase your domain. The rest is the where you should not go and get your domain. The first one is everyone's favorite is GoDaddy. You've heard it right. GoDaddy is everywhere. When you see added the advertisement, on probably not billboard basically in Canada, but you've probably seen it on YouTube, Facebook ads, and literally everywhere, and they do it all the time. And then they advertise it like, go get your domain for us, like you can see $0.01. But there's a catch on something like this, because from my experience, and a lot of people who complain about it, is that they increase the price of your domain in a year from now or 2, or so on and so forth. Now, once you're locked onto their platform, it's hard to move out. The reason being because You already build your brand around it. You already promote your whatever domain that you purchase from GoDaddy. It's hard to move away because you're already locked in, you're already familiar with their platform, so on and so forth. So please don't get your domain from GoDaddy. Save yourself some trouble. I would not recommend you to go get it from here. The second one's everyone's favorite, and you probably heard it and have seen it once you search for cheap domain, something like that, custom domain, is Namecheap. Okay, just like their domain, Namecheap. The website looks good, looks cool, and their domain started like before it used to be like $1, like super cheap. Now it's probably like $6.49, and around $10-12. I would not recommend you to go ahead and get it from here, because the reason being that from my experience, I got one of my domain from here, and then I read a lot of reviews and heard a lot of complaint from a customer out there. They said that their customers service is horrible, and so when you run into any trouble, say for example your domain is not accessible, when you search for example johnbrownplumbing.com, something like that, and then for some reason you don't see your website there because your domain is not working, now you would go ahead and connect and try to reach out to Namecheap customer service. People probably respond to you, but I've heard a lot of complaint. People said there's a lot of problem, a lot of complaint and issue with their customer service and their domains as well. That is why there's the catch for their domain provider, for their domain price, excuse me, like $65. It's like, yeah, why not? Just go very cheap. But you got to think it further. As a business owner, you want to invest and purchase domain from somewhere that can be reliable. There's only the two that I would recommend. One, Cloudflare. Two, IONOS. This is the only two places that you can go and get your domain. The rest, please just ignore it. Like the third one would be Squarespace domains. If you're familiar with Google domain, it is now Squarespace domain, because Squarespace have purchased the domain from Google, but now, so Google no longer provide or give you domain or allow you to purchase domain from them, but instead you can go and get it from Squarespace. One thing about Squarespace is that Squarespace domain specifically is that their pricing is so high. You should not go and get it from them, because a year or two from now they can bump up the price so high that you cannot afford it anymore, and you will try to find a way out. But until then, it's going to be hard because you're already locked into their platform. So please, save you some trouble. Don't go and get your domain from here. Again, number one, go get it from Cloudflare. Two, IONOS, go get it from here. If you want .ca, go get it from here. Because the thing is, Cloudflare don't allow you to get the .ca domain, because there's something that they still work on in order to allow you to purchase .ca domain from them, but not yet. So yeah, if you want .ca, go get it from here. .com, .org, and the rest of other ... So get it from Cloudflare instead. Okay. All right. So imagine you already sign up for an account with Cloudflare. Okay. In this video, I'm gonna just show you that you already got your domain. That kind of the process. You're gonna buy your domain from Cloudflare. Okay. Okay. Simply click sign up. Now that since I've already have an account with them, I'm gonna just simply click login. Okay. So I'm logged in. So okay, so I've got a couple of domains here. One is mine for HopeDesign.studio, and the rest is for my client's website, client domain. And so in this video, I'm going to use this domain as an example, john360ministry.org. And so yes, another domains of mine. And so yeah, okay, so imagine you're here, and this is the domain I already purchased. Now I'm going to take you through a step. Another step that you need to do, which is say if you haven't already purchased one with Cloudflare. So come here. if you are not able to see the option that I see now, maybe go back. Probably you'll be able to see this domain and registration. Okay, for example, if you land here and then say you don't have any domain, and in my case I've got 4, so say if you cannot find anything at all as soon as you signed up, search for domain. They have search option, simply search for domain. Domain registration, here we go, click on it, and then you land it here. Now we don't have a domain yet. Okay, we're gonna come down here, click on register domain. I'm gonna search for whatever domain we need. Okay, all right, say we want John Brown, not John Bourne, John Brown Plumbing .com. Okay, I'm gonna click search. Okay, so johnbrownplumbing.com is available for 1044. This is very, very good price. Cloudflare sell their domain as wholesale price. Even though you purchase only one, it's still cool. They don't charge you for many domains, just like they sell for the whole price, as a whole price. Okay, so let's go ahead and click purchase, and then just there's some sensitive information of mine down here, and so I would just show you on the very top like this, so you will see, just to confirm, is this your domain you want to purchase, and they give you payment option. Do you want just a year from now, 2 years from now, something like that? So when you click here, they will show you a couple of options. If you want to, hey, I just want to commit maybe 3 years, then the price can go even lower. So okay, so like this, 10 year, wow, let's go up to 10 year, and imagine 10 year you only pay for $104.40, and then when you divide it by into each year, you will see each year how much it costs. Okay, so but I think the price probably the same, but when you purchase like this, your domain is secure. But that doesn't mean if you purchase only year by year, your domain doesn't, it's not. But what I'm trying to say is, just if you want to just get this domain, just to pay from year to year, just pay for 1 year. It will be good enough. And then just fill out the registry information. Registrant information. They're gonna ask you for your first name, last name, just you can see, and then your credit card info. Fill all out, and then click purchase. Once you're done, you definitely just gonna see something like me. You'll see your domain like this. So in our case, since I already purchased, this is one of other websites of mine called john360ministries.org. So I'm gonna use this one as an example. Imagine you purchase your domain, johnbrownplumbing.com. For in your case, it would be whatever. But my recommendation: do not purchase the domain that is so long people cannot remember it. Okay, if you're in Calgary, you can use something like very similar to one of my clients, Becca Plumbing YYC. YYC stands for Airport Code of Calgary, so you can go ahead and do that too. Try to make it as short as possible, because people have short attention span. They cannot remember that long of a domain. If you want like John Brown Plumbing Services Calgary, please don't go with that one. It used to be, I saw a lot of it used to be like one of those old businesses out there. The domain is so long, it doesn't look professional. When you put on your business card, when you put on a billboard and everything, it's like so long. Just make sure it's like short enough people can still remember it. Like another one of my clients is Genesis Cleaning YYC.com. Very short, very easy to remember. YYC, people in Calgary know this one. So okay, so if you have any question about purchasing your domain, my recommendation, feel free to chat using the live chat a box on the bottom right corner, and then if you haven't seen the chat icon, simply refresh the page. Where you are actually watching this video right now, and you will be able to see it, and then simply send me a message. I'll do my best to respond to you and then give you some recommendation. Okay, all right, so let's go back to our website. imagine at this point you already got your domain from Cloudflare, and so we are going to, one more thing too. Imagine you already purchased your domain from somewhere else, from Squarespace, from GoDaddy, from whatever, those those place where you purchase your domain. Cloudflare allow you to transfer your domain from all of those places onto them, and it's like pretty low price for them to help you to transfer domain, probably less than $10-15. So that's actually very affordable. You can bring your domain there to Cloudflare, and you can rest assured that your domain is safe and secure because Cloudflare is one of the biggest company in terms of, with all of this tech behind your website and all that sort of stuff. So okay, let's go. I'm gonna click on publish. Now this is our domain right here. This is, you can share this domain as well. This is your subdomain. People can actually access your website through this, but we don't want it because it doesn't look nice. It doesn't look cool or custom to your brand. We need to add a new one. So in order to add a domain, click add a domain, just like you can see. Let me try that again. Publish, add a new domain. Okay, so in my case, now I've got a couple that I already entered before. I'm gonna delete these. Okay, in my case, I've got my domain from Squarespace. So this one's called john360ministry.org. I'm gonna copy this, go back to Web Studio, my Web Studio project, Command V, Control V, paste the domain here. The next step is to click add domain. Okay, so there are two options you can add this domain to Cloudflare. One is if you want Cloudflare to do it, Web Studio to do it for you, simply click configure automatically. I would recommend you do that, because please don't do a manual where you have to copy and paste each record onto Cloudflare DNS domain name settings, which is it can be hard. So if you're not very familiar with the DNS kind of thing, so simply click on configure automatically. You will see a pop-up. Web Studio will detect where you actually purchase your domain from, who is your domain provider. So I'm gonna click continue. Now Cloudflare detected that my domain is at Cloudflare. I purchased it from there, so I'm gonna click authorize with Cloudflare. Okay, so there are two records that Web Studio want to add this onto Cloudflare. Okay, because we need Web Studio have two records that they want to bring it to Cloudflare. Cloudflare is right here, so put it together. Now when people visit your website will work. Okay, so I'm gonna click authorize. Okay, so it is working. It's now configured. Awesome. I'm gonna click done. Yeah, it says it can take up to 48 hours. Okay, so the next step is I'm gonna click check status. Oh, I actually have two records, the same one. So on Cloudflare, let me go and clean it up first. I'm gonna go back here to the DNS of my domain. Manage. Okay, update DNS. Okay, I've got two right here. I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna try it again because I actually got this DNS setting before. So I'm gonna clean it up. Okay, so I'll delete all the DNS record right here, so that Web Studio will not show me this error. Okay, first I'm gonna remove this domain for now. Okay, oh, baby's crying. You click on remove domain. I'm gonna click again. add a new domain, and john316ministry.org. I'm gonna click on add domain. Okay, I'm gonna click configure automatically. Okay, same step like I showed you before. You'll see a pop up. Okay, authorize with Cloudflare, yes. On this screen, if you haven't actually signed into Cloudflare or you haven't already have an account with Cloudflare, make sure you sign up. One, it's free, and then once you've done that, come back and then go to Web Studio, follow all the steps that I just showed you, and then you will end up here. Click authorize. Okay, so now john316ministry.org is now configured. This could take up to 48 hours to make sure that your website is live. Okay, so you can see the status right here. Oh, it's published. But I mean, in other cases, you will see that your website is still propagating. All you need to do, just check status, and then make sure after you check status and you see the green, very similar to this, like it may probably says active but not published. If in that case, your website is not published to this custom domain of yours yet. Okay, so what you need to do, simply click publish. All right. Okay, now it says publishing started 5-6 seconds ago. So now it's working on publishing. Good. Okay, so let me explain really quickly. This one is your subdomain. Okay, a staging domain. Staging domain mean the domain that you have with Web Studio. So what's really good about Web Studio is that if you want to make some changes on your website, but and then you want to see changes live, but not make it live to your custom domain, but instead onto this domain right here, then you can do that. Okay, this is in possibly a future video I will explain to you about that. Okay, so yeah, now our website published. We can go ahead and click this icon, proceed to john316ministry.org. Voila, our website is live. We can confirm by coming to john316ministry.org. So yes, it is working. It looks beautiful. It is also responsive. I can show you how to check the responsive of your website. I'm gonna right click and click inspect. Click mobile icon like this. I'm gonna show you. Okay, let's say I'm viewing this from my iPhone SE, or people are viewing it. Okay, so it is responsive. Okay, so it is responsive. Imagine iPad mini. Okay, our website is still responsive onto that device as well. So yes, okay, let me close this back. We come back here. Now let's go back to our Google Doc and check this off. Prepare domain for connection, yes. Select connection method, yes. Complete setup process, yes. We already verified the domain connection, which I've showed you on Web Studio dashboard on the right of that, domain settings when we connected it. Verify domain connection, yes. Test domain accessibility, yes. We already did that too. Go back here. If you want, you can try john316ministry.org, and then once you did that, you will see this website live. So since this is the demo, please don't visit it. I'm gonna remove it later because this is just a demo to show you, but it's actually live, this website right now. So I'm gonna remove it from my Cloudflare DNS on john316ministry domain for now. But this is how you actually do it. Okay, awesome. So thank you so much for watching this video, and the next one would be about website publishing. How to take your website live, which is a couple of steps here, 5 steps as well. Okay, this is so we're gonna talk about staging domain, custom domain, and all that. So okay, so I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.